Siguro unang-una sa lahat, no, Gino and Heaven, congratulations para dito sa bago ninyong project. Amid the pandemic, ito kayo, may proyekto na pinagkakaabalahan para sa ating audience. Siguro, unang-una kong tanong ay, gaano kayo ka-excited for Pasabay?
Gaano ako ka-excited for Pasabuy? Sobra. Hindi, totoo. Sobra kasi, alam mo, sobrang ganda ng story and parang lahat kasi binigay yung 101% nila dun sa Pasabuy. Kaya nakaka-excite panoorin and makita ng mga tao yung pinaghirapan namin.
Gino, bilang actor and co-producer, gaano ka
Yeah,
ka-excited?
yeah, grabe. I'm so excited because everything that we worked on, because this is a project that took months to conceptualize, because especially producing in a pandemic is very difficult. And so we had to have the right pieces around people who are so passionate about what they do. And parang we were able to come up with this amazing story, and hopefully people get to realize and people get to see the passion that we put in this project for Pasabay.
Ito binabanggit ko nga kanina kay Bebet, no? Nakakaintriga kasi puro teaser pa lang yung pinapakita sa WeTV app. Ano ba, i-describe nyo nga yung role ninyo. Sino ba kayo dito? And personally, paano kayo nakarelate into your respective roles dito sa Pasabay?
So ako si Anne. And si Anne kasi gusto niya yung boss niya. Tapos medyo hopeless romantic, ganyan. And then, tawag dito, si Anne, work-driven, tapos may friend siya si MJ na sobrang funny, and then mamimit niya si John, which is si Gino, and si Gino, and si John, sobrang opposite nila. So, doon makikita kung mag-work ba, ano bang mangyayari. So, tutuloy ba nila? Yun.
O Gino, your character, your role.
Yeah, perfect. Because the character of John, so imagine the character of John starts out when his longtime girlfriend just breaks his heart. As in, breaks his heart. So now he's in this hotel, checks in a hotel, and just like sulks. And his plan talaga is to write her a song to get her back. So that's the dynamic of John. So what's so nice about the character of John and Anne is that they're both on different stages of love, whereas one is trying to get back with their ex, whereas the character of Heaven is liking somebody that might not even like her back. So parang, so there's so much dynamic that goes on with the two characters. And then so imagine when a lockdown hits. When the lockdown hits, what do? Diba? Parang they're forced in the same proximity. How will that clash? Then you see how they start as enemies, then maybe friends, and then maybe more. And then the question comes is, when the lockdown is over, what happens? Do you guys go back to your lives? Because both of them have their own goals. Or will the connection of both of them, will that transcend to something more? And that's what makes it so exciting.
Okay, you've mentioned the word luck, love, and pandemic. Paano kayo nakarelate dito sa mga respective roles ninyo? Heaven, ikaw bilang si Anne.
Paano ka nakarelate kay Anne? Si Anne kasi, hopeless romantic. Kagaya ko, hopeless romantic ako. So, yun. Yun siguro Tsaka, ayoko masyado magsita, baka ma-spoil ko eh. Hayaan ko na yung producer namin yung mag-spoil. Hayaan ko na po si Boss Gino para dyan.
O ikaw, Gino, ganun ka rin ba sa totoong buhay? Ikaw ba talagang ilalaban mo kahit ayaw na sa'yo?
Oh, syempre. I guess that's kasi what we wanted was to take a step up from the last thing we produced. Because the last thing we produced, basically, what I told the writers and the director and everything, is to get who I am and just put it in a series. Unlike this one, it stretches far away from who I am. I mean, I'm a musician here. Diba? In real life, diba? I'm a businessman. Diba? So we're really stretching of where I can take it. But the thing is, diba? I mean, every guy has passed through this, and maybe me also, because like for me, once I once you tend to like someone, you like a person, you really go all out, diba? To the point of maybe too much, because like you give everything, diba? You give everything, you sacrifice so much, and then if the other person doesn't, diba, or parang busts you, or parang like in the case of John, diba, breaks his heart, it's so hard for someone like me to understand, because you gave everything. Parang there's nothing more you can give, and yet you will still try to salvage anything, diba? So that's how I can relate to John.
Mm-mm. O ikaw, Heaven, bilang sabi mo nga si Anne ay hopeless romantic, ikaw rin ba kapag nagugustuhan mo yung isang tao, talagang gagawin mo ang lahat para sa kanya at para makuha mo siya?
Patay. Oo, sobra. Ganun nga ako magmahal. Pag nagmahal ako 100%. To the extent na, I think like, siguro ganoon naman lahat. Pag nagmahal, like super, 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 super. So yun. Yun yung masabi ko. Oo, ganun ako magmahal. Yes, super, super.
O ito naman, doon tayo sa konsepto ng Pasabay, no? Without giving so much about the concept or the story of your series, papasok ako dun sa konsepto ng Pasabay na nauuso ngayong pandemic. Kayo ba, personally, na-experience nyo na rin or may anecdotes kayo about Pasabay? I mean, nagpasuyo na ba kayo? Nagpabili na ba kayo? Sa mga kakilala o sa mga kapatid nating driver, delivery rider, nakisuyo na ba kayo or anything? At ano yung ipinasuyo ninyo, yung pinasabay ninyo?
Okay, so
Heaven.
ako muna. So usually coffee, yes, coffee talaga yung mga nasasagot ko. Pero ngayon ko lang naalala na, so meron akong family member dun sa ibang bansa, and then may gusto akong perfume, yung certain perfume na dun lang talaga siya nabibili. So as in, to the extent na nagpabili ako ng 10 perfume, as in the same type lang, iisa lang talaga yung amoy, pero 10.
Para isang bagsakan na.
Isang bagsakan, kasi syempre ng shipping fee, guys.
Baka ng shipping fee, correct. So kung magbabayad ka, sagad-sagad na.
Sagad-sagad na, diba? Yung mga tipong okay na siya pang matagalan. Kasi pang matagalan tayo dapat ganon.
Oo, tama. O, ikaw, Gino.
Ako, the ones I make pasabay, usually mga food. Pero like the weirdest thing I bought recently was a teleprompter. It's so weird, but alam mo
Bakit
yun,
kailangan mo ng teleprompter?
when you're scrolling kasi, diba, Lazada, Shopee, you're looking, tapos sabi mo, parang okay to, mura nito. Tapos the next thing you know, your bill is already 3,000. Tapos you never use any of it anyways. So parang ngayon, I'm a victim of that, I guess.
Nabudol ka.
Nabudol lang.
Oo. O ito naman, syempre alam naman natin na small lang yung mundo natin, no? Pero anong reaction nyo sa isa't isa nung nabalitaan nyo na kayo yung magpa-partner? Syempre, we know your friends, pero syempre ito may mga kilig-kilig, may mga yakap-yakap, etc. May mga awkward ba na parang, oh my God, Gino, Heaven, parang may awkward moments ba? What was your reaction when you found out na magkakatrabaho kayo in a kilig series like this?
Ikaw.
Yeah. So,
sige, Gino, go.
Sorry, super funny story. Kasi, when Heaven came into the project, syempre, if as a producer, the number one thing is to have chemistry, diba? Because if you don't have chemistry, it ruins the whole show. Patay na, diba? So, I was nervous to say the least when Heaven arrived. So I remember knocking on her door, and then usually like with the past leading ladies that I've worked with, everybody's usually the same. Parang, hi, everybody's kind of shy at the start, and then like when Heaven opens the door, she had this interview going on. She had a guesting or something, and then when she opened the door, grabe, I said, I've never met someone so bubbly. Na parang like it was like, whoa, and then we talked for a while, and then that's when I knew talaga na parang this is something good, na she will really bring life to the character, and plus nag-instant connection and the thing was, for me, I always wanted to play safe, so I asked her parang, you wanna do a script read? And sabi niya no. So I'm like, okay, and then it just worked perfectly, and then I just hope people get to see what we come up with.
Yeah. Clarify ko lang, guys, okay? Hindi naman siya pumasok ng room. Like, nag-knock lang siya. Doon lang kami sa labas ng room, okay? Baka naman. But, yeah, like, With Gino kasi, mabilis lang yung chemistry. I mean, how can I say this? Mabilis siyang katrabaho. Yeah? So, mabilis na yung sa kilig, ganyan. Tsaka magaling naman siyang aktor eh. So,
Ay, grabe. Thank you.
yeah.
Yes, walang ano, parang hindi kayo dumaan din sa awkward stage na kapaan kasi you're good now with each other even before this project came about.
Oh no, hindi namin kilala yung isa't isa.
Ah, talaga?
Yeah.
Never in my life. I never met in my life. Yeah, and
Okay.
that's why working with her was such a blessing because parang
Okay.
it was one of those moments when you know na parang, oh, this is perfect. And that's what happened with him.
Yun yung tinatawag na chemistry, diba? Yun yung sinasabi mo, Gino, na parang everything works so well na kahit
Yeah.
biglaan, and it
Yeah.
perfectly fits.
Imagine if I met Heaven and parang there was no chemistry or there was nothing. I would be so scared. how would this project work? Diba? But then, just Heaven as a person. I mean, she's so bubbly, she's so sweet, she's so nice, diba? And she's super cute pa. So parang, where else can you go? So it's a perfect combination of all, and people will get to see that.
Destiny talaga na magkapareha kayo rito. Yeah. Speaking of destiny, ito na lang, Gino and Heaven. What are your thoughts on destiny and finding love in the most unexpected thing or moment?
Go.
Who wants to answer first? Kasi parang parehas kayo natahimik eh.
Ano ba naman yan? Ang init.
Grabe naman.
Nagpawisan yata si Heaven.
Nag-awisan ako guys. Joke lang.
O sige, si Gino muna. Para
How
makahinga
was
ng
the
konti.
question? Sorry.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on destiny and finding true love in the most unexpected thing or moment?
Yeah, for me, what I believe, I mean, this is just me. You know, love maybe crosses your path, maybe a few times in your life. Well, you might think it's the one, but then it's not, or you might think it's not the one, but then it is. But things like that only happen to cross your life a few times. So parang it's really up to you on how you grab it. And for me, parang if what I don't want at the end of the day is to think na I didn't take that chance, diba? I cannot live with myself because like I don't know, like for me that's who I am at this point in my life. Na I'm really looking because obviously, diba, being in a relationship is like a practice of marriage. Diba? So you're really trying to find someone na swak sa'yo. And once you find that other person, you really go for it and show them who you are. Diba? But at the end of the day, if the other person doesn't like you, then maybe it's not meant to be. But sometimes the thing is, it is. Diba? So that makes it so exciting. Diba? Because my last relationship was 4 years ago. So I mean, I'm really bad at this department, diba? I've been crashed and burned so many times. But parang, I don't know. You never know. You never know what the future holds, diba? Sorry,
At least-
haba, no? Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. How about you, Heaven? Your thoughts?
Ako kasi, hopeless romantic ako as a person. So, pero na-realize ko rin na sometimes, mas better na if meron kang like standard. Hindi man standard, but more of, alam mo na ngayon, basta natuto ka lang basically sa past, di ba? And like, kahit may dumating, if ever na may dumating, of course, kailangan mo tignan if may red flags ba, or like, okay ba talaga to, if magugustuhan ba ng family. Kasi yung love kasi for me will always be there. Laging may papasok at may papasok sa buhay mo. But sobrang dalang sa akin yung magkaroon ng connection at the same time yung magustuhan talaga ng family ko. And sa akin kasi sobrang laking factor nun eh. I mean, kahit sobrang gustong-gusto kita, pero kung hindi ka gusto ng pamilya ko, parang ayokong pumili. kasi gusto ko na pag nagkaroon ako ng boyfriend and hopefully asawa, I mean, di ba, parang sobrang peaceful lang na sobrang saya lang ng buhay. So yun yung akin. Yeah.
Nako, ang dami ko natututunan sa inyo. Nakakatuwa. Parang naging love gurus kayo for this interview. Okay, picking up from the Pasabay series, no, what lessons on love will the viewers pick up from the show and for yourselves na rin?
Yeah, I guess like what we want for people to come out with when they watch Pasabay is that no matter if it's in a pandemic, no matter what the situation is, love will always find a way, diba? It sounds cheesy, but then an interviewer asked me yesterday, parang, do you believe in love in a pandemic when everything is virtual? And for me, of course, because the effort is still the same. It's just adjusted. You know what I mean? Now you can't visit them every day because of this whole COVID, whatever. But then you can still make padala. You can still send something. Diba? You can always make your presence felt online. Diba? So the effort is still there. And if you really want to, kaya mo. Diba? I mean, if the person doesn't give an effort, then wala talaga, diba? Diba there's a saying na parang kung gusto, pwede, pero kung ayaw, daming dahilan.
Kung gusto, may paraan.
Ay, sorry. Yeah.
Ayan, sumisingit na si Heaven. Ikaw,
Yeah.
Heaven.
Ako, natutunan ko sa show, basically, hindi ka pala pwedeng magmahal ng hindi ka puno sa sarili mo. So, kailangan mo rin to have time for yourself din. And if nandyan pa rin, why not, diba? So, yun. Yun yung tutunan ko sa show.
Nako, ito, invite na lang our kapatid, our netizens, our audience to watch out for Pasabay in WeTV.
Go,
Heaven.
Hey guys! So, inibitahan ko po kayong lahat na manood ng Pasabay this September 24 on WeTV app. Syempre, directed by the one and only Sian Lim. And of course, nandun din si Nana Silayro, MJ Kayabyab. Ay, MJ, what? Tama ko, Ella Kayabyab. Wait, same sila ng last name. Okay, and Ella Kayabyab. And marami pang iba. So, sana abangan niyo po yan. Sabay-sabay tayong kiligin at patawanin at umiyak. Yun po. Maraming salamat mga kapamilya.
Gino.
Ayun, I just want to say thank you to everyone for all the support that you guys have done for our production, because now we're on our second time producing. You guys will see the amazing work of the director, which is Sian Lim. You'll be able to see a lot of things, diba? People can relate to the whole lockdown, how people from different walks of life, how they come together in such a weird way. And then people will laugh, people will cry, people will get kilig, people will have this sense of feeling of like they understand the character, because no matter where you are in life, whether you're rich or you're poor or or whatever, you have that experience of love, whether you want someone who doesn't want you back, or it's someone who broke your heart and who you're trying to get. Diba? Or maybe there's this newfound friendship that can bloom into something else. And what happens in between all of that? Diba? And all of that will be answered in our series, which I'm so excited to start every Friday, starting September 24 at 7 p.m. on TV Live.